By the end of this video, my goal is to teach you how to create viral, high quality, and high converting UGC ads or user generated content ads using artificial intelligence, very much like this.
Have you ever spent hours trying to clean up your phone storage? How many times this message destroyed your mood? I found a hack that makes it easy to clean up your camera roll. I use this app called Swipe Wipe.
Or like this.
I totally expected them to be disgusting. Turns out they are delicious. It's trending on TikTok and you should get it now.
My name is Jagger, yes, like Mick Jagger, and I have done this before. I run a successful AI automation agency as well as this YouTube channel. And recently we just did a rollout of 20 AI avatars for a training for a well-known cosmetics company that is a multinational. And it's become their highest training to date, which is pretty awesome and showcases how you can use AI and UGC ads to create content that is indistinguishable from just normal humans. We're gonna get straight into the video. We're gonna be covering everything from how to write the script all the way through to how to create the video and have it ready to post. Let's get into it. So why are AI UGC ads even a big deal to begin with? Well, you can see here as part of a Google search trend over the last 5 years, it has blown up over the last few months. And specifically, the reason is that AI generated content, both from a video and an audio or sound perspective, has now gotten so good that it is honestly near indistinguishable from actual humans. You can't tell the difference anymore. And this opens up a huge opportunity to create authentic looking ads at a fraction of the price, but also in a quicker and more efficient way than ever before. So step number one is to create the script that will be used in our AI video, in our UGC ad. I've used as an example for the product we're gonna be playing around with, AG1. Everyone kind of knows AG1, Athletic Greens, but you can use this for any product, right? If you're watching this and you have a product or a service and you want to promote it, you can do the exact same thing I'm about to do. What we're going to do is we're going to get inspiration from what's existing. We're going to look at its website, we're going to check out some current ads. We're going to take inspiration from that, specifically the copy and the text and how things sound and how things are worded and information about the product specifically, and use that as inspiration to create our script. On AG1, you can see as we land on their page, you get this hello energy, goodbye bloat, and you have a little description here. But if we scroll down, what I found was that they have video testimonials, right, from real people, or at least it sounds like real people. You can never be too sure. So for example,
hey, I'm Stephanie and I've been an AG1 subscriber.
So this is obviously still talking about AG1, but it's filmed in the exact same way we want our UGC ad filmed, right? It's going to be a candid, pick up your video and kind of film. That's what the view is going to be for our AI avatar, right? That's what we're after. So this is helpful from an inspiration standpoint. So how do we use all of this? You're going to go to Perplexity or any other. You can use ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever the case is. I just find Perplexity works best for me. And you're going to type in this. So you can type in this first paragraph and honestly just pause the video here, take a screenshot, ask ChatGPT to convert it to text and steal it. All I ask is like and subscribe on the video. It does amazing things for the channel if you do that. But happy for you guys to go ahead and just steal it exact word for word. So you're going to write here, write a short, natural sounding ad script designed to be read by an AI voice using Arcad AI. We're going to be using Arcad to create the AI video. We'll get to that shortly. The delivery should feel smooth and conversational, just like a human. Avoid anything too stiff or overly polished and aim for casual human-like flow. And then I've said, in addition, here are some review transcripts to be used as inspiration. Maybe not review, let's say some user testimonial transcripts to be used as inspiration. The way I got these transcripts, I opened up both videos. I've taken 2 of the reviews, one from Stephanie, one from Ryan, and I've just gone to notegpt.io. You can use any YouTube to transcript generator, and you just literally pull the transcript and go ahead and paste it in there, right? You go ahead and paste those in, transcript 1, transcript 2, and then right at the bottom, I just said, here is also the information for the script and the product AG1. And I've just taken this hello energy, goodbye bloat, which we had on the main page over here, right? So we've pulled in some information. You can steal this from existing ads. You can take this from the website, whatever the case is, whatever you have existing, you can pull it from there to create your script. So once you've got all of that loaded up, we're gonna hit enter and we're gonna run this. And you can see over here, we get back, hey, have you ever wished you could just feel good, like really good every day without a ton of effort? That's kind of what AG1 is all about. It's this daily health drink packed with nutrients from real whole foods. Seriously, you just scoop it into water, mix, and you're done. I started using AG1 because honestly, I was tired of juggling a million different supplements. Now I just do 1 scoop in the morning, yada, yada, yada. And if you travel or your routine gets a little wild, AG1 has these handy travel packs so you can keep your nutrition on point anywhere. Mountaintops, airports, you name it. So if you want to feel your best and keep things simple, give AG1 a try. Hello energy, goodbye bloat. This I think is like 95% good, right? You could probably change this up. You could, instead of saying hey, you could probably make it a little bit more, authentic to the person or the actor you're using. Maybe get rid of, like, no one at the end of a testimony is going to be like, hello energy, goodbye bloat. But we're going to keep it from an ad perspective, right, as it is currently. But you can see how this sounds more human than just asking, hey, ChatGPT, create an ad for AG1. Now we just want to get the video right. So let's move on to step 2. Jumping in here with a quick little 20-second ad break, a request from me to you to ask if you'll consider liking and subscribing on the channel and on the video. When you do this, it tells me this is what I need to be doing more of, and this is what the community wants to see. So if you get some benefit out of this video, please do consider doing that. Anyway, back to the video. Alrighty, so we're in ARCads. What you can do, very simple, go to sign up. There's going to be a link in the description below. Just go check that out. And you can go ahead and create your first UGC ad, right? So you can go ahead and check out ARCads. You can go through the FAQs, but once you're signed up and logged in, which is super simple, it's literally a click of a button, you create your company. So in my case, I've got AI The Boring, which is, my newsletter. There's also a link in the description below to check that out. But anyway, so we've got this new project set up, right? So our new project, let's go ahead and rename this to AG1 UGC ad or ads. And in here, very simply, the first thing we're going to do is copy our script from Perplexity, go back to ARCads, and we're going to paste it in. Now it's about finding the right actor, because we're using text to speech. So this is our text. And now if we go to add actor, you can see over here, this is all of the actors as they load up that we can pick from ARCads. So for example, let's go to our first one.
Hey you, welcome to ARCads. I'm one of the natural AI actors you can use for your ads.
So there's a bunch, and you can see that, or you can hear at least, that there's background noise, right? It sounds like she just popped her phone down and she's using her iPhone microphone and she's, recording a video, which makes it a lot more authentic than like, this is an ad, which we tend to skip and we tend to just think is fake off the bat. That's why UGC ads are really resonating with people more. So she's got a mic over here, so let's see what she sounds like.
Hey you, welcome to ARCads. I'm one of the natural AI actors you can use.
So you can see she sounds a little bit better. So you can go through a bunch, right? And there's a whole bunch of different parameters you can look through and filters. So you can check for male versus female, age. You can look at the order, right? So you can look at some that are more for H, or kind of your high def guys, or your exclusive for pro if you have a pro membership and so forth. Then there's also different situations, which I think is helpful, right? So if you're trying to sell Christmas trees, you can click Christmas tree, and all the things that pop up are Christmassy, right? So if you sell a seasonal product that's big for Christmas, there you go, boom, that's all the ads you can use. You can then click that off and you can go to a whole bunch. You can do anything. You can go to, a mall. So you can see someone's just in a mall doing like a live type of video in a mall with that content. You can also choose between accessories. So if someone has an accessory with them, if you want someone with a mic or without, if you want someone in a suit or not, there's a whole bunch you can pick from, different emotions as well as different skin tones. And you can see just the variation of people and age and background and scenario that we have here. If we just keep scrolling, you've got someone being interviewed, so you could set it up that they've been interviewed about your product. You can set something a little bit more professional, like this woman here. This woman's got a baby with her. These look so professional, right? And we'll pick a few and we'll showcase our ad through this. What you want to do is you kind of want to go through this, listen to a couple of them, pick up the sound that you want and how these different ones sound, and see what fits best for your type of product. If your product's geared towards maybe females or males or maybe a specific age bracket, obviously you have to want to keep that in mind. Because you can create these at a fraction of the cost and so efficiently, you could do, instead of 10 different variations of an ad, you can do 100 different variations of an ad, run all of those, and then see which ones do the best, and then double down on the ones that do the best. And that's the ultimate strategy here. So I've played around with a few and I've gone through a bunch. So I'm gonna go with this lady over
welcome to
here. Let's go back on her.
Hey you, welcome to ARCads. I'm one of the natural AI actors you can use for your ads.
So we're gonna add her as the actor. Now, what I liked about it was she's kind of dressed in gym clothes. AG1 is more, it's like you're trying to live a healthy life. So that kind of adapts into that. She's walking, that's another aspect. And the background noises of, like, you can kind of hear the crickets in the background, or you can hear nature in the background. That together with her voice just makes it really look authentic. So those are the things you kind of want to identify, right? If you're doing based on the product you're trying to promote, the video should match. And it's going to take some trial and error, but it's going to be a lot less trial and error than having to actually film it. And, you book the model, book the actor, book the location, book all the filming gear, and then you watch it back afterwards and you're like, this isn't working for our brand, and you spend all that money. Here, it's a click of a button, you can check it out, and you don't even have to create the video. So what we're going to do now is we've got our actor, we've got our script. So what we're going to do is we're going to click play, and it's going to load up our script with that voice, and we're going to be able to listen to it before. So let's do that.
Hey, have you ever wished you could just feel good, like really good every day without a ton of effort? That's kind of what AG1 is all about. It's this daily health drink packed with nutrients from real, whole foods. Seriously, you just scoop it into water, mix, and you're done. I started using AG1 because honestly, I was tired of juggling a million different supplements. Now I just do one scoop in the morning and I'm getting everything: superfoods, antioxidants, even a mushroom complex. It's super easy, and I actually notice the difference. My energy's up, my digestion's better, and yeah, no more afternoon bloat. And if you travel or your routine gets a little wild, AG1 has these handy travel packs so you can keep your nutrition on point anywhere: mountaintops, airports, you name it. So if you want to feel your best and keep things simple, give AG1 a try. Hello, energy. Goodbye, bloat.
I think that's pretty damn good, right? There was no weird pauses or stops or pronunciation of words. When she talks about these handy travel packs, at that point, you can do a little pop-up on the screen with that. You can obviously get rid of the entire background and do an overlay of AG1, whatever the product is. When you're putting the ads together, this is your the main thing that you need for the ad, right, is the video. And you can obviously then edit it how you want. But I think that's pretty good. There are a bunch of different changes we could have made. We can increase the speed, decrease it, increase the stability, right, which is the voice's consistency, right? So more natural variations versus more robotic. So we have a lot we can do with that. Similarity we can do, as well as style exaggeration. But off the bat, this sounds pretty good. With that, just keep in mind you can make all those changes in ARCADS, which I think is, you know, insane. Plus the limit here is 1,500. I believe that's words. We're only at 901, and that I think that is probably, yeah, it's a 50-second ad, right? So you can go up to at least 1.5 minutes, at least maybe even 2 minutes if you're pushing it, which is more than you need when creating ads, especially from a UGC content. People's attention spans, you know, that first 5 seconds needs to catch them. So we could probably work on a better hook here because it is UGC content, but I think off the bat, this is pretty good. So what we're gonna do then is go ahead and click this black button at the bottom here, this little arrow, and that goes ahead and generates our content for us. So this will go into a generation queue, and in the meantime, you could create another ad, and you could do 100 ads in an afternoon and generate all of them. So let's go ahead and maybe do a male actor with the same script, so we can do a comparison. So I'm gonna add that script there. I'm gonna go add actors, and I'm gonna go find a male script, and then we'll watch both of them back, and we can look at what we've created. Alrighty, so we've got our male actor over here, Charles, and we're gonna hit generate video over there. And there you go, boom, we've got now a female and a male, which we could obviously then target from an ad perspective to males, to females. You know, if you see someone of the same gender promoting the product, you already automatically think, oh, mate, this product for me, you know, for my specific gender. So, and then you can do the same thing across, you know, whatever variations of statistics, and do those 100 ads, pump them out, see which ones do the best, and then double down on those, which I think is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna jump to, once these are finished processing, usually they take a couple minutes, and then we can watch the final product. Alrighty, so these are our 2 videos. Let's check what they look like. So we're gonna start with Joyce. She is our female AI actor, and here is her video.
Hey, have you ever wished you could just feel good, like really good, every day without a ton of effort? That's kind of what AG1 is all about. It's this daily health drink packed with nutrients from real whole foods. Seriously, you just scoop it into water, mix, and you're done. I started using AG1 because honestly, I was tired of juggling a million different supplements. Now I just do one scoop in the morning and I'm getting everything: superfoods, antioxidants, even a mushroom complex.
That is so good. You can see even her pauses when she stops to kind of take a breath because she's walking. She'll stop talking. The pace is great. The inflection is awesome. And you can obviously dub this over with, like, you can create, when you edit this, you can kind of place like a video of AG1 over it, or your product over it, and have her talking in the background. So it's not just always her, but I think that's pretty damn good. Let's check out our guy, Charles. He's also walking while he's talking. So let's see how well this goes.
Hey, have you ever wished you could just feel good, like really good every day without a ton of effort? That's kind of what AG1 is all about. It's this daily health drink packed with nutrients from real whole foods. Seriously, you just scoop it into water, mix, and you're done. I started using AG1 because honestly, I was tired of juggling a million different supplements. Now, I just do one scoop in the morning and I'm getting everything: superfoods, antioxidants, even a mushroom complex. It's super easy, and I actually notice the difference. My energy's up, my digestion's better, and yeah, no more afternoon bloat. And if you travel or your routine gets a little wild, AG1 has these handy travel packs so you can keep your nutrition on point anywhere: mountaintops, airports, you name it. So if you want to feel your best and keep things simple, give AG1 a try. Hello, energy. Goodbye, bloat.
That is probably the best one I've ever seen, to be honest. He was like, I mean, I've let the full 48 seconds go because I was kind of enamored by like how good this looks. Yeah, so good, man. Script, I think, is nailed by this AI actor. It's pretty perfect. Like, I can't say more than that. Yeah, big ups, ARCADS. This is awesome. And there you have it. AI UGC ads created in a couple minutes, the level we're getting to from a sophistication point with AI is insane. It honestly, you cannot tell the difference, especially when you start editing these videos all together. You have the ability now to run 100 different ads, double down on the best ones, push out content, and really optimize how you go about doing advertising and how you go about doing marketing going forward. And something like Arcads allows you to do that. So there'll be a link in the description below. We can go check them out. And yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. The only other thing I ask is if you'll consider liking and subscribing on the channel. It does amazing things. We're nearly at 7,000 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. And all thanks to you guys as the members. If you want any specific topics or videos to be covered, just drop a comment below and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.